It took me 20 plus years to learn this lesson that changed the way I think about success, failure, relationship, and the way I approach life every single day. Just one mindset change, just one lesson, just one quote, just one thought that changed the way I see every single day and how I approach every single day. In the next 10 minutes, I will share that lesson, why it took me so long to understand it, and how learning it earlier can save you years of frustration, self-doubt, unnecessary pressure, and ensure that you actually enjoy life. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button to join the community, and let's get into it. What exactly was that one lesson I learned after 20 years of my life? That lesson was live, don't exist. I really do think a lot of people do exist instead of living life, especially with the economy and the fact that a whole lot of young people carry a lot of pressure on them, a lot of responsibilities, and then social media is not making the peer pressure very easy for people to overcome. Because look at you trying to find your next meal to eat, and then you just scroll your phone and you are seeing someone celebrating buying a new house. You're going to feel like, oh, I'm not doing so well, I'm not doing so good, I need to do more. And instead of you to take that well-deserved break or actually use your off day to rest or go out with friends, you're thinking of how to get extra shift to make more money to hit new goals. And when you keep working and working to make this money, at the end of the day, you realize that nothing really is happening in your life. You just work and work and work, and you haven't even enjoyed life at all. There was one day I sat down and I got to think about the fact that there are a lot of basic meals that a lot of people are eating that I haven't even tested. And this is because maybe you are calculating how much it's going to take you to buy that one plate of food. You are checking how much it's going to take you to test this particular delicacy from this particular luxury brand, deciding that the money will be better spent on things you think are more essential and more important than things you feel like are frivolities, things you think are just fun and trendy and are going to pass by. Instead, you are like, oh, I need to focus more on my responsibilities. I need to focus more on those things that are more important. Why exactly do I need to buy this trendy ice cream? Why exactly do I need to buy this trendy cupcake? And I actually understand not wanting to buy things based on trend and not just wanting to keep buying things and being like the consumerism taking over your life and like controlling everything that you do. That is quite understandable. But there is a difference between drawing line at consumerism and actually not getting to enjoy your life because you keep focusing on not spending on things you see as frivolities, things you see as fun but not important. Sometimes fun is actually important. I think we actually have allowed our mindset to be deluded to the effect that fun is not serious, fun is like frivolous, and is not something that you should indulge in. You should always be focused, you should always be business minded, be business focused. Sometimes fun is what makes life worth living. That chicken nugget and milkshake that you got with your friend with your last $10, that seafood boil that you bought with the extra shift pay that you got, that vacation that you went on with your girls with your entire life savings. That is what makes life actually worth living. And now, I never said you shouldn't save. I think everybody should have a good amount of savings because your savings is actually going to save your life at the end of the day. And it's important to have something to be able to fall back on when things go south. But then again, when you're actually saving, don't forget to live life. I'm actually going to always use myself as an example because I'm the one that learned this lesson. I was always saving so much. Every dime I get, I'm always saving, I'm always investing, I'm buying stock, I'm putting my money in savings. But then it turns out that I wasn't really doing anything else apart from saving. I wasn't buying the necessary clothes I needed. I wasn't buying the shoes. I wasn't even buying fun things like makeup or skincare. I was just saving and saving. Saving is good. As I said, saving is very good. Investing is very good. But at the same time, live. Learn to live. Learn to breathe. Because when I'm called out with my mates to attend an event, to go out, it turns out that, you don't even have a good enough outfit to go out. And it's not because you don't have the money to buy the outfit, but because you felt like, saving is more important than frivolities like fashion. And then you have that money that you are saving, but you are not presentable in real life. You have that money that you are saving, but you are not comfortable in the house you live in, because you are calculating how much your rent is going to be, and if it's going to be better for you to stay in a house that is going to charge you 300 than a house that is going to charge you 450, even though you know you can pay 450 for comfort. You only live once, you only have one life. So if possible, live it to the fullest. And that is exactly what I learned, and I actually had to put it into practice. I made it so that I took myself out on solo dates once every week to an eatery, not actually like a solo date of me cooking in the house. An eatery, I just go out, eat, and see people. Once every week, I take myself out. From that money that I earn, that money that I work so hard and sweat so hard to earn, I take myself out and actually eat the money. I still save. But at the same time, I'm trying to live life. I'm trying to enjoy life. I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to get the sun in my face. I'm trying to make memories. And that's what a lot of people forget in this journey and this hustle and bustle of life. Apart from actually working so hard to make the money, are you actually enjoying your life? Are you actually eating that money? Are you actually spending that money in a way that you're actually happy about being alive? In a way that you are not depressed about life? And no, I know that depression does not really have anything to do with money. Some people are actually very rich, very comfortable, and they are still very depressed. But sometimes actually getting to have fun memory, actually getting to breathe, actually getting to live life and not exist actually improves your mental state. And one of the things I did that actually made some changes in my life that I noticed was moving out of my old apartment. I had an apartment where I lived in, but there wasn't enough light and enough ventilation. I really wanted light and ventilation in my apartment when I wanted to get the first house, but I was partly in a rush and also my budget wasn't very high. So I got the first house that looked like the best I could get with the biggest space I could get. But then it turns out there was not much ventilation in that space. The house was quite dark most of the time. Unless there was light, there wasn't really enough lighting coming into the house. I really didn't get like a bed frame. I thought those were frivolities, truthfully. I didn't get a bed frame. I didn't have a TV. I didn't really get like much kitchen amenities. Not that I didn't have that money. That was what I was saying. Not that I didn't have that money, but I was saving the money. I had a friend that got a house, got her bed frame, got her mattress, added her fridge, got her table, got everything in between. I was like, this is going to cost you a lot of money. It seems like it's a waste of money. That was how I thought then. That was how I felt then. But now, with my mindset changing and me understanding the fact that we actually have to live life, not exist, I truly understand that she wasn't wasting money. She was creating a comfortable space for herself. She was making her life better. She was making her life fun. She was making her life happy. And now I got a bed frame, I got a mattress, I even got like a kitchen cabinet, I bought an air fryer, I bought like a 3-in-1 sandwich maker. I bought all those things that I wouldn't have bought before. Even though I had the money before, I would have saved them in. And now I'm very happy to go home. I'm almost very excited when my work shift is over and I'm going home because it is my safe space. What am I trying to say in essence? Live, do not exist. In this life, we only live once. Try as much as possible to live life to the fullest. Have as much fun as you can have. Make as much memory as you can make. Be as happy as you can be. Enjoy life as much as you want. Buy things you want to buy, even if people think they are frivolities, they are useless, they are a waste of your money. As long as they make you happy, you have the right to do that. Take that leap of faith you want to take, pitch to that brand you want to pitch, leave that job you want to leave, start a new job, start a new career. I actually started a new career. I dropped my social media management. I wanted to focus on YouTube full time and I'm trying that out. Do everything you want to do. Just ensure that you are living your life to the fullest and you're happy. Do try to live and not exist like I did before. and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to see you in my next video, and you can comment your thoughts below. Bye.